Alright, so starting off with the crease shade here. Going in with a fluffier brush. This one's from Anastasia that I've been using lately. And I'm just going to take this on the outer part here. I want to create like a blown out light brown like smoke look, but not too dark. Just subtle, but definitely there. So I'm going to start with that shade there. And I want to focus it darker on the outer and then keep it lighter on the inner. I'm going to go on with the shade Smoke next. Going in with the MAC 217 Synthetic. And I'm going to take this just on the outer part right here. Just taking a little bit on the the outer lash line. And then keeping it on the inner crease. Going back in with the other brush and just blending it out ever so gently. And I'm trying to keep it so it doesn't come down too far because I'm trying to keep my eyes a little more lifted lately. Okay. Going back in with a little more, actually I'm going to take the shade Blend. And I'm going to take that just on this part right here. And then going back into Smoke. I'm concentrating it just on the outer edge. You can see the sun shining in the window. It's kind of bugging me actually. Ugh. There. Okay, I think I like how this is turning out so far. Alright, let's slap on some glitter glue here. You don't have to use this to make this work. These are pretty pigmented on their own, but because my eyelids show texture when you apply shimmer shades on top, I like to do this just so I can put one layer. Wetting my brush just doesn't work, so this technique works for me. Alright, then I'm going to take the shade Center Eyelid, the pink one, and I'm going to go on with my finger at first. This is the color here, it's really pretty. And I'm going to take that on the inner part here. Right, and then I'm going to go in with a flat brush, just wiping it off on this cloth here, taking that same shade and just kind of blending it out. I really want to see what the pink looks like in this palette, so decided to play with those today. Just wiping my brush off again. I'm not used to playing with so many browns. That looks pretty though. I think I'm liking that. Alright, I think I'm going to take the shade, I don't know if I should take the shade Crease or Blend. I'm going to go with a little bit of Crease, tapping it off and just placing it right here. Eyeball's itchy. Alright, I kind of feel like I want a little more blown out look over here, so I'm just going to take a little bit more and blend it out. Alright, there's nothing light enough for me in that palette to use as a brow bone that I like, so I'm going into another palette. Use whatever shade you want in this palette. If you want to go in with the brow bone, go right ahead. It's just, for me, it's too dark and I want something a little lighter, because that's what I prefer. So I'm taking this old Naked Basics 2, I'm trying to get some more use out of this, and I'm going to mix Venus and WOS, Walk of Shame. And I'm going to pop that on the brow. It's a little lighter, gives a little bit of sheen. That is just what I prefer. And I'm okay with having to dip into another palette because I rarely, like, there's never a day where I just use one palette for a look anyway, so for me that's just normal. But if you hate it, to each their own. Okay, now for the inner corner here, what am I going to take? Do I want to take a little bit of that color? I'll take a little bit of center eyelid again, that pink color that we used there, but I'm taking on a different brush so it gives it a different finish, a little more diffused. And I'm just going to take that into the inner corner and blend. Usually I use gold, but I'm trying to keep it, actually I'm going to go into a bit of my gold because I can't help myself. Not that it made too much of a difference. I'm just going to take some more of that pink and put it on the lid. It's a really nice metallic looking shade. I like it. Alright, and then I'm going to take a small brush and I'm going to go into the shade Smoke again and just tapping some on the outer edge just to help redefine and bring back the matte that was there. Even smaller brush right on the edge here. I like how it's like smoky, but it's not like, it's like, to me this is like a daytime smoky look. Some people this would be evening, but yeah. Alright, so that is what the eyelid looks like. I'm going to apply some eyeliner. I'm going to do this eye and then I will do my face and come back and show you guys the final look and then do the lower lash line on camera. Alright, so I finished this eye off. I just need to apply mascara. For the face I used my Dior Backstage foundation. For blush I used the Natasha Denona Glam Palette. And for highlight I used Hourglass. I mixed these two together, the gold and the, I don't know, more beige shade. Okay, so to finish the lower lash line, I'm going to take, actually I'll start off with this pencil brush. I'm going to take the shade Smoke, and I'm just going to place that on the outer corner. I didn't put anything underneath of it because I didn't want it to stick. And I wanted to create like a soft smoky look. So I placed that first and then I'm going to go over with, where'd that pencil go? Oh, here it is. The Essence, it's just like a rose gold pencil. I just want something for the inner corner part to stick to. Q-tip, I went too low. Okay, then I'm going to take center eyelid, that pink shade that we use on the lid, and I'm going to take that right over top and blend it in. I'm going to wipe it off and then I'm going to take the shade Inner Corner, top row in the middle, and I'm going to apply that right literally on the inner corner, but not right there, because for that shade I'm going to take the other inner corner shade, which is this one here. I wanted to try and stick with as much in the palette as possible because I did go outside the palette for the brow bone, so I wanted to try and find a shade in the palette to use on the inner corner. So I think that looks pretty good. It's not as bright as I typically would like, but for this look it's fine. I'm just going to blend those two together. I'm going to go back in with a slightly fluffier pencil brush and go in the shade Smoke and just take it over top of Smoke again. Alright. Sometimes I find it harder to do looks on camera than it is just to do like when I'm myself here. But anyways, okay. So for the inner corner, sorry, for the waterline, I'm just going to take a little bit of brown. Just a little bit. Why does this eye look different than that eye? Do you see the difference? I don't know. Can you? Looks a little different, but whatever. I'm really liking how I'm always in frame now. I think I figured it out. Okay, so I believe that is it. I'm going to apply lashes, put on a lip, and come back and show you guys the final look. Alright, so this is the final look. I added lip gloss in Please Me by MAC, an oldie but a goodie. Mascara, I used to use my usual combination. Actually, yeah, the Maybelline Lash Sensational. Alright, so I really enjoyed how this look turned out. I love how it's like, to me this is like a daytime smoky look. I love this palette, I think. I love how the smoke shade is like an effortless smoke look. It doesn't take a lot of work to blend out. The pink shade is really creamy, goes on beautifully. So far I'm really enjoying the looks that I'm creating with this palette. They're a little different for me because they are more cool tone, but like I said, that's why I wanted to get this palette. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I plan to do a couple more using maybe some of the silvers, a couple more of the browns here. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this third look using this palette, and you guys will see me in my next video. Bye!